Hey everyone! Welcome back to Home Exterium, where we explore beautiful home decor ideas that bring charm and elegance to every corner. Today, we're stepping outside to dive into a small front yard makeover that's bursting with color, texture, and inviting design. Get ready to see how clever layouts, pastel blooms, natural stone pathways, and thoughtfully placed planters transform a cozy space into a stunning, photogenic garden full of life, warmth, and cinematic beauty. Let's explore every detail together and spark some inspiration for your own front yard oasis. The small front yard opens to a serene blend of soft green lawn and curved stone pathways, bordered by pastel-hued flowering shrubs. Terracotta planters punctuate corners, while morning sunlight casts gentle shadows across the garden, highlighting textures of leaves, petals, and stone. The space feels inviting and elegantly balanced. Winding paths guide the gaze through ornamental grasses and perennial flowers swaying softly in the breeze. Natural stone edges define flower beds, while a pale, wisteria-draped trellis adds height. Soft, diffused sunlight illuminates every corner, creating an airy, harmonious composition that combines charm, elegance, and a sense of open, compact beauty. Sunlight filters through a pergola covered in climbing vines, casting dappled shadows on the manicured lawn and pathways. Seasonal flowers line the edges, their delicate colors contrasting with structured greenery. Warm wooden accents and soft lantern light bring depth, creating a welcoming, cinematic view of this refined small-space garden. Geometric garden beds showcase layered flowers and foliage of varied heights and textures. Smooth, pebbled paths meander between natural stone planters, while a pastel palette blends with lush green tones. The wide-angle composition emphasizes depth, light, and spaciousness, creating a fresh, visually engaging garden that feels elegant and inviting. Raised wooden garden beds display a mix of flowering plants and trailing vines. Curved stone pathways lead the eye through greenery, while soft outdoor lighting glimmers on ornamental grasses. The combination of textures, colors, and shadows evokes a refined, airy, and visually cinematic garden suitable for a small front yard. Deep greens and vibrant blooms form fluid, flowing shapes across the yard. Natural stone mosaics guide movement, bordered by low hedges and scattered planters. Golden hour sunlight enhances textures and color contrasts, creating a balanced, elegant composition that highlights the garden's small yet captivating charm and cinematic photogenic qualities. From an elevated perspective, the yard is divided into visually distinct zones. Soft lawns, curving gravel paths, and clusters of colorful perennials create depth. The subtle interplay of pastel and muted tones, combined with sculpted greenery, produces a spacious, harmonious, and inviting composition for a compact outdoor space. A curved brick pathway lined with lavender and white blooms opens into a wider area with ornamental grasses. Sunlight filters gently through a minimalist trellis, casting soft shadows across the garden. The composition balances structure with organic beauty, producing a cinematic, airy, and serene view of the compact front yard. Circular stone paths guide the eye through layered flower beds filled with pink, cream, and green tones. Low wooden planters punctuate corners, while soft lighting enhances textures of petals, leaves, and stones. The overall arrangement exudes depth, elegance, and a cinematic charm that makes the small garden feel inviting and expansive. Winding gravel paths navigate through ornamental grasses and clusters of pastel blooms. Low stone walls frame the garden beds, while soft light filters through trellises overhead, emphasizing textures and subtle color shifts. The wide-angle view creates a sense of spaciousness, freshness, and refined elegance, perfect for high-quality visual storytelling. Structured hedges enclose clusters of flowering shrubs in gentle pastel tones, while smooth stone paths wind gracefully through the greenery. Wooden planters add warmth, and sunlight highlights textures and shadows, producing a small space garden that feels airy, elegant, and cinematic, with refined visual interest throughout the composition. Curved natural stone pathways guide visitors through layered shrubs and flowering plants. Bright blooms contrast with soft grasses, while sunlight filters through overhead trellises, casting delicate shadows. The combination of textures, colors, and soft lighting enhances depth, creating a cinematic, inviting, and visually rich garden composition in a compact front yard. Meticulously arranged garden beds and low shrubs punctuated by seasonal flowers create a charming small front yard. Pebble paths guide the gaze through greenery, while warm, ambient light highlights textures in leaves, petals, and stone. The overall effect is a cinematic, elegant, and visually immersive garden scene. Manicured lawns curve between raised flower beds brimming with pastel blooms and trailing vines. Low wooden planters and stone borders define the layout, while sunlight illuminates textures of leaves and gravel. The composition captures both breadth and intimacy, creating a serene, well-curated small space garden that feels cinematic and inviting. Ornamental grasses sway alongside a sinuous gravel pathway through clusters of seasonal flowers. Afternoon light casts gentle shadows across the greenery, while wooden planters and stone accents create visual interest. The small yard appears spacious and photogenic, with depth, elegance, and cinematic charm that draws the eye along every curve. Symmetrically arranged low hedges, flowering shrubs, and climbing vines over trellises bring harmony to the front yard. Textures of stone, wood, and foliage interplay with warm sunlight, creating depth and refined visual balance. The overall scene feels expansive yet intimate, fresh, and welcoming, with a cinematic small space garden aesthetic. A winding path is bordered by layered plantings in soft pastels. Sculpted greenery contrasts with vibrant flowers and rustic wooden planters. Sunlight casts shadows and highlights dewdrops, emphasizing textures and depth. The wide-angle composition is cinematic, elegant, and inviting, capturing the beauty of a thoughtfully designed small front yard garden. Curved gravel paths and smooth stone steps traverse ornamental grasses and clusters of complementary blooms. Wooden planters add warmth while trellises cast soft shadows on foliage and flowers. The wide-angle perspective evokes spaciousness, elegance, and a welcoming ambience, highlighting the charm and sophistication of a compact, beautifully curated front yard. Manicured lawns, flowering shrubs, and ornamental grasses create layered textures within a compact front yard. Curved paths lead to terracotta planters and subtle stone accents. Golden sunlight illuminates flowers and foliage, producing a photogenic, cinematic scene that balances freshness, depth, and elegance, inspiring small-space garden transformations. Soft morning light illuminates meandering stone pathways threading between hedges, flowering shrubs, and ornamental grasses. Wooden planters punctuate corners, while textures of petals and leaves provide visual richness. The composition feels airy, welcoming, and sophisticated, offering a cinematic perspective of a small front yard filled with charm and curated elegance. Thanks for staying with us through this front yard transformation. From winding stone pathways to pastel flower beds, layered textures, and sunlit greenery, every detail shows how small spaces can deliver big curb appeal. If you loved this makeover, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear your favorite ideas and how you'd bring this charm into your own home. Your engagement helps us continue sharing creative, inspiring home exterior content that makes every garden feel welcoming, elegant, and truly special.